What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Yins and Use podcast. We finally hit Week 18 in the NFL season, and the final weekend delivered all the drama that we've been waiting for. The Steelers punched their ticket and won the AFC North in a thrilling fashion, taking down the Ravens on a late touchdown and a missed game-winning field goal as time expired. It was one of those finishes that will be talked about for a long time and puts Pittsburgh in a strong seed heading into the postseason. On the other side of Pennsylvania, the Eagles, who are already locked into a playoff spot, rested key starters and fell to the Washington Commanders. That result dropped Philly to the number 3 seed in the NFC, setting them up for a wild card matchup on home turf. We'll break down both of those games, what each outcome means for the Steelers and the Eagles' postseason path, and we'll take you around the rest of the league from all the clinches and the upsets as the official playoff picture comes into focus. Let's dive into Week 18. This is the Yins and Use podcast. Let's get cracking.
If you could pick between the two, would you rather have Tanner McKee or Kenny Pickett?
Wow, what a question. I mean, the Eagles got rid of Kenny Pickett and they kept Tanner McKee, so that tells me all
That's a really good point.
I'm taking the Mormon missile.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Yins and Use.
Don't stop that.
My name is Ben with my host, Nathan. How you doing today, buddy?
Dude, feeling soupy.
You feeling soupy?
Maybe just a little bit. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm riding the wave.
The luckiest wave I've ever seen in my whole life.
But we'll get into wave. It is a rough wave.
We will get into that.
Hey, we're in the playoffs.
Playoffs, baby.
I can finally say it with you, man. We are in the playoffs.
I'll see you in the Super Bowl, brother.
I'll see you there, buddy. I'll see you there.
Before we start talking about what really matters here.
I get off to nothing.
Do you wanna talk about any small talk? You do anything cool this week? Doing anything cool?
Dude, I mean, the Stranger Things finale came out. I talked about it last week. That I hope
Stranger Things did come out.
Okay.
It sucked. I don't know what you're saying. Okay.
So, the ending of like how everyone's story was. I thought that part was written good.
That was fine. Where were
the actual like final battle with Vecna? I was like, oh, that's it.
6 minutes and 25 seconds or something like that. No Demodogs, no Demogorgons. Mind Flayer sucks. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert.
Whoa. Yeah, spoiler alert for anyone that. Well, if you haven't seen it yet, like, what are you wasting your time for? It's a very highly anticipated TV
Watch
show.
the first season. It was a great season. So good.
Yeah,
that was peak television.
Yeah, but I don't know. And then I got sick, so this is my... you can kind of hear in my voice maybe a little bit.
Little bit.
You know how like Michael Jackson has the flu game? This is my...
You just said Michael Jackson?
So, oh my God, dude. Jordan! Holy shoot, bro. I'm off my rocker. Hold on, let me chug this down real quick.
Of course, yeah. Get that Dr. Pepper in you.
I get that caffeine, gotta wake my brain up a little bit.
Yeah, you feeling better now?
God.
Feeling good?
Feeling a little, yeah, just a little congested, so you can probably hear it in my voice a little bit, but... This is my flu podcast episode. So
this is going to be the best episode that we've ever done.
It's going to be a banger.
Well, do you want to start off that banger with doing a little weekly roundup?
I do. Actually, hold on. I don't. Hold on. Guys, I wrote this down. I wrote something down as a stat for this, and then I realized, oh wait, this isn't right at all. So I have to update it very quickly.
All right.
All right, now I'm ready.
Oh, never mind.
What?
I told Patrick to cut to me in the dead air. I was going to tell a story.
All right.
I'm not telling the story now.
You going to start me anytime soon?
Now.
In a soaked Saturday divisional opener on Saturday, Tampa Bay edged Carolina in a tight NFC South battle. Baker Mayfield went for 266 yards and 2 touchdowns, keeping drives alive and avoiding turnovers. The Panthers' Bryce Young responded with 266 passing yards and 2 scores, but failed to convert in late opportunities. Cade Otton was the top Buccaneers receiver with 94 yards and a touchdown. Tampa Bay kept their own slim postseason hopes alive for a little bit longer, as they would have to rely on shucking Tyler Shuck on Sunday. Bucks win 16-14. On Saturday night, Seattle locked up the NFC's number 1 seed with a defensive masterpiece, holding San Francisco to only 3 points. Sam Darnold was efficient, going 20 for 26 with 198 yards, and Kenneth Walker finished with 97 rushing yards to control the clock. 49ers offense struggled to get untracked all game, unable to reach the end zone, and a swarming Seattle front. Seattle clinched the West and home field advantage through the playoffs, meaning any team that slips past them has to deal with the cold Seattle weather and that hostile crowd. Seahawks win 13-3. On Sunday, Atlanta squeaked past New Orleans behind a solid quarterback play and clutch third down conversions. Tyler Shuck went for 259 yards and a touchdown. Big Kirko was dealing the Drake of London, who led with 78 yards and a score. New Orleans couldn't capitalize in the key moments. A late fourth quarter possession stalled inside the red zone and sealed the loss for the Saints. This Falcons win helped Carolina win the NFC South, clinching their first playoff berth since 2017. Cleveland capped off its season with a dramatic win in Cincinnati. The Browns defense delivered on multiple impact plays. Devin Bush returned an interception, 97 yards for a touchdown, and Seb Webb scored a 47-yard fumble return, swinging the game. Myles Garrett set the NFL's single-season sack record with 23 sacks, taking down Joe Burrow. Or technically Joe Burrow just falling down. Burrow still threw for 236 yards and 3 touchdowns, with DeMar Chase catching 198 yards, or no, not 198 yards, just 98 yards and a score. But Cincinnati couldn't overcome the turnover woes. Enjoy Cancun, Browns win 20-18. Jacksonville steamrolled Tennessee in a close regular season game. Trevor Lawrence completed 22 of 30 passes for 255 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Parker Washington caught 5 passes for 87 yards and a score. The Jaguars defense bottled up the Titans early, and Jacksonville never looked back. Jaguars clinched the AFC South title and the 3rd seed, earning home field advantage in the playoffs. The Jags are hot going into the playoffs, winning 41-7. Houston continued its offensive surge, but Riley Leonard makes his career start throwing for 21-34, 270 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Alec Pierce brought in a bright spot for Indianapolis with 132 receiving yards and 2 scores. C.J. Stroud was pulled at the start of the second half, and Houston's offense still maintained a balance throughout and made enough stands late to secure the win. Texans clinched the AFC number 5 seed and set up a road wildcard matchup as Houston wins 38-30. With seeding locked, Buffalo rested many of its starters and turned it over to the backups, yet still dominated. Mitch Trubisky passed for 259 yards and 4 touchdowns, and Ray Davis exploded for 151 rushing yards and a touchdown. Keon Coleman contributed as both a receiver and on special teams, helping the Bills control the matchup from early on. The Jets finished their historic season with 0 interceptions all season. The Bills secure the number 6 seed and will go on the road to start their questionable Super Bowl run. Bills dominate this one 35-8. Denver competes for the number 1 seed and goes so with a methodical performance. With the Chargers' spot already clinched, Trey Lance took the helm as the starter. Bo Nix completed 14 of 23 for 141 yards, operating on a balanced offense on the ground, out of drives, and kept the defense well positioned. The Broncos' defense held LA to only 3 points and controlled the field position all day. The Chargers now sit at the 7th seed of the playoffs, while the Broncos earn the number 1 seed, the first round bye, and home field advantage all throughout the AFC playoffs. Broncos win 19-3. The Los Angeles Rams dominated at home as Matthew Stafford threw 25 of 40, 259 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and Kyron Williams contributed on the ground with 60 rushing yards. Defense forced turnovers that flipped the field position and allowed the Rams to pull away. The Rams now clinched the 5 seed in the NFC and set a wild card game against Charlotte, where they already lost this season. Rams win 37-20. New England put this game out of reach early against the Dolphins as Drake May completed 14 of 18 for 191 yards and a touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson rushed for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the rookie contributions bolstered the balanced attack. Miami's offense stalled after halftime. The Patriots now clinch the AFC East and the 2nd seed, earning their first round home game with a 38-10 win over the Dolphins. Washington upsets Philadelphia with quarterback Josh Johnson, who finished for 131 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, and added 45 rushing yards with a touchdown himself. Chris Rodriguez rushed for 65 yards and a touchdown, sustaining key drives, while Terry McLaurin caught 4 passes for 57 yards. Defensively, Jeremy Reeves had an interception and 6 tackles, and Von Miller recorded a sack to pressure the Eagles' backups. Philadelphia started several reserves, and including quarterback Tanner McKee, who struggled all day finishing the drives. Eagles blew their chance at the 2nd seed and lock in the 3rd seed in the NFC. Commanders finished with a win, 24-17. Finally, on Sunday night for the game of the year, Pittsburgh hosting Baltimore for the AFC North in a win-and-in situation. Aaron Rodgers went 31-47 for 294 yards and a game-winning touchdown, hitting Calvin Austin late in the 4th quarter. Jaylen Warren added 78 rushing yards, and Kenny Gainwell caught 7 passes for 68 yards, stepping up huge and keeping the drives alive. The Ravens blocked the extra point, giving Lamar the ball with 55 seconds left in the game. The Ravens moving down the field to set up the 44-yard field goal for the rookie, Tyler Loop, and the kick is no good! Wide right, and the Steelers are AFC North champs for the first time since 2020. They earn the 4th seed at home heading into the playoffs. Steelers sweep the Ravens 26-24, and the regular season is over. We are in the playoffs.
You did it, man.
Holy cow.
You did it.
Holy cow, that's the last time I got to do that. All teams.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get quicker.
It's gonna get way easier.
I didn't even think about that.
Way easier. It's gonna get way easier.
Oh man, and we still get to talk about our teams.
And we still get to talk about our teams. We're in the playoffs. This guy, man. This guy right here.
So I would like to start off with the Eagles game, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Let's talk about them Eagles.
Listen, wasn't the most important game, but we fumbled the bag a little bit.
A little bit.
Now I will happily say that this season I have wanted to see Tanner McKee get a couple more plays just to see what he's capable of. I always like seeing that we have a good backup, worst case scenario.
For sure.
But every single other Eagles fan that said that we got to get Jalen out of there and put Tanner McKee in, you better be eating your fucking boot right now. Because holy shit, did he not look good?
Did not look
He
good.
didn't look good.
He did not.
Listen,
look good.
I fully believe we put Jalen in, we would have won that game. 100%. 100%. I think that Shipley was fine out there. I think that we could have ran with our wide receiver 3 and 4 and have a good majority of our backups. But if Jalen was there were a lot of passes that were wide open that McKee just went way too high or stayed in the pocket too long or wasn't mobile enough.
He did not look hot. And that's a game he actually could have won.
He could have. He absolutely could. Now, I want to say this, not to sound like just an angry fan. The offensive pass interference calls were absurd. They were absolutely insane. Wide receiver for Washington, I can't think of his name.
Terry McLaurin?
Okay, that's what I thought. Terry McLaurin.
I was asking, not telling. I don't
No,
know.
that's right.
That's
right.
I was like, I don't know.
Terry McLaurin had 3 offensive pass interference defensive pass interference calls. I apologize. Called on the Eagles offense because he just stopped running and the Eagles just fell over top of him. He just brake checked him.
So
and no, you can't just say so because there was one play, they're 3 and goal. They go to run a play, a nice little out route to Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin just stops, lets the guy hit him, goes to the sidelines, and they're celebrating. Because it was so blatant that they wanted the first down call, and then they score off of that. And that play alone, that cost us the game. Now, there's a lot of blame to put on the Eagles and the offensive play calling, as always, Kevin Patullo. But I think the refs may have put some money on this game. I'm not going to lie.
Not the 20 incomplete passes that Tanner McKee had.
That was part of it. That was part of it.
And again, totally winnable game. But Tanner McKee, man, was just.
I don't understand why we wouldn't play our starters in those last 5 minutes.
So that's the thing, and the stakes with this game is that the number 2 seed is on the line. But a little out of your control. You need to win this game. And then you needed the Lions to beat the Bears, also going on at 4 o'clock.
But you know what we knew at the 5-minute mark of the 4th quarter? That the Lions beat Chicago.
And I just
that was that. I love Nick Sirianni. I do. I'm a fanboy. That's a bad call. That's a bad idea. Okay, third seed. It's not that bad. We're in the playoffs. We're going against San Francisco. I would much rather be against Green Bay. But
plus, that's an extra home game you probably get.
Yeah.
Number 2 seed.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that we really fumbled that bag really badly. But we're also in the playoffs.
You are also in the playoffs. So
I can't be too upset.
Going up against the Niners, who've been kind of spicy
They've
hot.
been a little hot. So I don't know. We'll have to see this week. At least we're going up with some fresh starters. Smitty, he got his 1,000 yards. That's really cool. I forget is that just consecutive back-to-back for AJ Brown and Smitty for 1,000 yards?
I believe that's correct. Yeah. AJ Brown's had multiple.
Oh yeah. But I like that they got him in to play a little bit. But the starters were suited up. The starters had everything. They could go in.
I know. They were right there.
They were ready.
They were all ready. So, what do you now you play the Niners. How do you feel over, the Packers, who are, very injury-riddled right now?
Yeah, I'd much rather be against the Packers. But that being said, I think our defense is an iron wall right now, and we are not going to stop.
I think it's interesting with the move, at least in my opinion, just looking at it, because obviously you rest the starters to keep them healthy for the playoffs. But
of course.
The Eagles also have done a very good job all year of keeping players healthy. I feel like
our biggest issue is that we've had suspensions, like Davis.
And you're not letting AJ Brown the ball.
I mean, honestly, in this latter half of the season, that we started to incorporate him and we started to win. It wasn't working for that little 4-game stretch in the middle there, but I'll happily eat my own shoe. I mean, I was wrong on that.
What are you doing right
now?
No. Not happy is what I'm hearing. Interesting.
But I don't know. It does hurt the confidence for how far we're gonna make it here. But with our defense and everybody being healthy, dare I say it, I'm feeling soupy.
Are you also on the soupy train? You also
I'm feeling a little soupy, man. A little French onion.
So I'm not going to say it's impossible, because the 49ers also in Week 18 went up against a good defensive team, the Seattle Seahawks, and they only put up 3 points.
Yes.
And that was with George Kittle back. So
now, I will also say, and I'm pretty sure I said this last week, if I was a Seahawks fan, I would also be feeling very soupy.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong.
Advantage is, for Seattle, is insane, because that's an outdoor stadium that they're used to, and teams don't come to them.
No, I love my Eagles. I want to go to the Super Bowl, but realistically, if I had to pick a team that's I think is going to win the Super Bowl, it's Seattle.
I mean, their defense is phenomenal, and Sam Darnold is doing pretty good.
He's doing great.
Doing pretty good. So he finally shuts the haters up. He wins the big ones. He's now clinched the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Good for him. Honestly, I mean, good for him.
Again, tell a Jets fan in 2018 when you drafted him, hey, this guy's gonna clinch the number 1 team in the conference.
Speaking of the Jets, totally off topic, but I like them not throwing an interception all year is really cool, and it's a good feat.
Wait, no, you heard the stat wrong. Their defense has not forced an interception all year. Oh no, they've thrown interceptions this year.
Way more sense.
I
don't know why.
Their defense finished 0 interceptions. Their defense 0 interceptions.
That makes so much more sense.
All year, a record that will never be broken.
Never.
It will never be broken.
That's so true.
They had 0 interceptions the entire year.
That's rough. Okay, yeah.
With Aaron Glenn, a defensive coach.
Every time that I've seen that stat, I have thought, wow, they didn't throw an interception.
And they play Tua twice a year. No interceptions.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's way worse. That's a Jets stat. That makes so much more sense.
That is.
That makes way more sense.
But since we're talking about the Jets, let's keep talking about it. They finished with 3 wins this season.
Yeah.
And if you look at who was on the roster last year versus this year, 1, Aaron Rodgers won the divisions in the playoffs. That's number one for the Jets. 2, Robert Saleh, who they fired, is now the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, who one of the better defenses in the league and have finished second and are in the playoffs. A good defense without Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, by the way, who are out with injuries.
I will happily. I mean, we've said it before, but there's a curse in New York. It's not the coaching staff. I really don't think it is. It's
Aaron
just
Robert Saleh were not the problems, but why would anyone listen to what we have to say?
It's just MetLife Stadium, man. Something's wrong there.
It's just
Something's
New York,
wrong.
dude.
Period. But
everybody hates New York.
That's really all I have to say about the Eagles game. There's not much to talk about. Tanner McKee didn't look good. I hope that will shut up some of the Jalen Hurts haters. We'll see. Probably not.
No,
I guarantee if we post a clip of this, that one guy's going to come back. You know he is.
Yeah. I was going to say, you should have kept Tanner McKee. What are you doing?
But let's move on to the other side here. Let's talk about the luckiest football game I've ever seen in my whole life.
Game of the year?
I wanted to wait to talk about this one because this was
final game of the regular season, and this is what we
buzzer
get?
Beater.
Mind you, for prime time, anyone that doesn't watch the Steelers, how you felt watching this game, it's every week. Every single week. The roller coaster up and down during the entire game. Where you think it's over and it's not, or when it is over and it's like. This was an entire Mike Tomlin season in one game.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
This is what this game was.
So,
game of the year.
Dude, that last quarter. I mean, that last quarter alone.
Let's talk about the last minute.
Let's talk about the last minute. Well, okay, what I want to bring up, first and foremost, wasting your timeouts. Just throwing away the timeouts.
Yeah, let's get into that. So I'm freaking out because this is early into the fourth quarter, and we are now out of timeouts, which is crazy. I knew that was going to end up hurting us. It honestly kind of did it, but I didn't feel comfortable at all because we got.
I thought that's when the game was it.
We got the ball back with north of the 2-minute warning and scored with less than, so we had time to score. So I wasn't worried. I was worried it was going to cost us that 2-minute drive, but actually Aaron Rodgers is just the freaking GOAT. And
he really was.
Silly me, I just forgot that he's really good in game-winning drives. But yeah, so he then did address that, and he talked about in that drive, he said that drive was too important to not come away with a touchdown. So he needed to make sure everyone was on the same page. And I was like, because then it was because what happened was there was a problem with the headset and his helmet. He got a new helmet, but that was first time out. The second one wasn't working either.
Oh really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
He had two malfunctions with the headset. So that's why he's running back and forth on the sideline, yelling at Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator, trying to get on the same page. And he addressed it after the game. He was like, that drive was just way too important to not be on the same page with everybody else. I can understand that because then they did score, but they were also within the 5. So I was like, I think we can figure something out. And so out here.
Well, he's called plays before.
He's been doing this for a long time.
I don't. He also understand.
During this season has called off Arthur Smith multiple times.
Yep. Oh, he's turned the radio off. I mean.
So I'm just we were bitching about it how many weeks ago with Phillip Rivers and Brock Purdy, and I'm here in the same situation trying to defend it. Because I'm right, you're wrong. Shut up. But, it was crazy.
That was a scary moment.
It was terrifying. Like that. We were start of the fourth quarter, or a few minutes in the fourth quarter, and we're out of timeouts. I'm like, this is not good, not good. But. Yeah, let's dive further into this offensive stats, bro. Aaron Rodgers, this guy right here. Check it out. Totally worth the jersey. Absolute best investment I've ever made in a jersey.
100%.
Absolutely. And
100%.
I've bought too many jerseys of people that aren't here anymore. But Aaron Rodgers, 294 yards, 1 touchdown. You want to talk about this fourth quarter and that fourth quarter drive. Dude was 11 for 14, 133 yards, 1 touchdown in the fourth quarter. Dude was dialed in the fourth quarter.
That's very nice.
Absolutely dialed in the fourth quarter. Jalen Warren was running the ball really good all game.
He really was.
66 total yards. Kenneth Gainwell had 74 total yards of receiving and rushing. He even got a touchdown. Also, this is crazy, and I didn't realize the season was over. The duo of Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell are the only running back duos in the league to both have 1,000 total purpose yards.
Really?
Yes.
I like how they've been using them. I mean,
yeah, exactly. I like it too. So yeah, I did look it up and just to see what those final stats were for the regular season. So Jalen Warren finished with 958 rushing yards, 333 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns. And Kenneth Gainwell finished with 537 rushing yards, 486 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns as well. Only running back duo to have over 1,000 all-purpose yards.
That's very nice. This is I can't think of who was your running back last year. Why can't I think of his name?
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris. This is exactly what they were trying to do with Najee and Warren last year, and in my opinion, it wasn't working out. And they were trying to use Najee in a way that I don't think was his power.
They didn't use him correctly. No,
Exactly.
I agree.
But they have definitely found somebody with Kenneth Gainwell.
You can't let Kenneth Gainwell walk out of the building without a new contract. Like,
oh no,
should have given it to him immediately after that Detroit game. Immediately after.
Yep.
So, but like I don't know. It's right here. I know, but all these games in December, and including this game, minus the Cleveland game. I gotta give the coaching staff some credit, man. This is a different offense. It is. Okay, like it's a whole different offense. We're finally figuring things out. Just in this stretch of 5 games, Ben. I'm not talking about the last 19 seasons.
I get it.
We have never ever seen Mike Tomlin go for it on 4th down. We do it all the time, it feels like.
You also haven't had a competent quarterback for the past how many years? I think that
Post Big Ben,
yes.
4. Yeah, this is the first season.
I can't, with a good conscience, give any credit to Mike Tomlin.
All right, then don't do it.
I'm not going to.
I'm not asking you to.
I'm not asking for your permission.
Good, don't.
Fuck you.
Good,
but
don't.
I understand.
It's just different, and it's not the same. Because, again, we talk about all the time how much we just collapse in the season. Mike Tomlin is the most conservative coach when it comes to play calling ever.
But that's where I think the credit
aggressive.
needs to be given to Rodgers, because I think Rodgers is far more aggressive, and he's willing to stand up. Well, also, the past quarterbacks that you had, minus Russ, weren't like... well, hold on. Let me finish
on what you're about to say. Let me hear you first, actually.
They weren't seasoned quarterbacks. They didn't have the wherewithal to be able to say, "Hey, coach, that's not a good play. We're going to audible this. We're going to change this." Where Rodgers is willing to listen to the coaches, but at the end of the day, it's his play call.
That is true.
And Rodgers has always been kind of like that.
We were seeing it all throughout the beginning of the season, where Aaron Rodgers was staying on the field and Tomlin was pulling him off in like the early weeks of the season. Mm-hmm. And I think. And I was even listening to Rodgers talking about this after the game of like how on page he has everybody. So like 3 days a week, he has all the receivers, tight ends, running backs, and like come to his house so they can watch film together. And Aaron Rodgers is the one leading those film sessions in the facility as well.
Exactly.
But like he's also doing stuff outside the practice facility to make sure they're on the same page. And I think as well with like the coaching staff and Rodgers as well. They're finally there in this stretch of games. Again, minus the Cleveland game.
Right.
Was
I think that you can give credit to the coaching staff, yes. But the only reason that the coaching staff is doing any better is because of Rodgers.
Okay, well, here's all I'm going to do. Ready?
Okay.
That's it. There. That's all. I'm just acknowledging
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm acknowledging it. But like this offense is looking really good. And this was a game without DK Metcalf still. So we now go into the playoffs with DK Metcalf.
And that's going to help you guys so much.
It's going to be so good.
Even if he doesn't put up the yardage, at least he can draw defenders.
It's that vertical threat, dude. Because he's just a big...
I mean, they're going to... more than likely, they're going to double coverage him.
Tough wide. And we even saw just a difference with this Calvin Austin coming back into the mix of this Ravens game. He was also out during the Cleveland game. And Calvin Austin, I did not know, has 3 game-winning touchdowns this season. I didn't realize that, including the one here, where
I
he
did not
scored
realize
like 55 seconds left. But
I did not.
Almost
not a game-winning touchdown, but
it almost wasn't a game-winning touchdown. But I mean, the offense is moving, dude. On the defense side of the ball, T.J. Watt was back.
Mm-hmm.
eased him a little bit. He wasn't in for a lot.
No,
it made me
no.
nervous because there were a few times he'd get up and he's like holding his rib a little bit.
He was slow,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, easy, man. But
I personally don't think they should have played him that game and rested him for the postseason.
I think
but
they needed to, especially with the performances. I mean, like Highsmith and Herbig both had sacks, and then they also both had the crazy almost sack, I guess I would call it.
yeah.
Somehow they are wrapped around Lamar Jackson, and Lamar was able to escape.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
With Herbig and with Highsmith. I have
no idea.
I have no idea. It was insane. But again, let's talk about this new halftime adjustment that we are seeing from the defense as well, getting into these last stretch of like 5 games. More specifically, over the last 3 games, the Steelers' defense have allowed a total of 28 yards in the third quarter over the last 3 games.
In total, you said?
In total.
That's
That's
great.
-3 to the Lions, 18 to the Browns, 13 to the Ravens.
That's fantastic.
And even that's not including the game where the Dolphins had like, what was it, -20 in the
Something
third quarter?
like that, yeah.
A few games ago. And I'm like, I don't know what is coming out of this defense at a halftime. Cam Hayward, I've been kind of complaining about him on and off all year.
Oh, yeah.
Played the game of his life, was everywhere where he needed
He looked
to be.
great.
He looked phenomenal, and like an old guy looks great.
Oh,
He's like the past few years, every year, probably the past like 3 or 4 years. I'm like, this is it for Cam Hayward. He's getting pretty old.
Right.
Absolutely proves me wrong because he plays really well. I'm not going to complain about it. And then he even like had a pass batted that just went perfectly into TJ's hands for an interception.
Yep.
That was
nice. That was very
cool.
nice.
That was cool to see. The defense was looking good. Other than the 2 insanely blown coverages that led to Zay Flowers touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just kind of forgot he was there.
Here.
But,
Still
yeah,
calling for this.
100%.
Still calling for this right here.
100%. But, I mean, you guys are covering the middle of the field a little bit now, finally, which we haven't seen in the past 4 years. So that's good. The defense is looking like a
finally
defense.
have a pretty confident middle linebacking core. So
Absolutely.
it's awesome. And I also, now that we're in the playoffs, I need to dive into this because I don't know. We've had some injuries early in the season for some star players, and I don't know what the chances of them coming back are. So very early in the season, we had a safety, Deshaun Elliott, go out with an ankle injury and was deemed out for the regular season. I don't know what the chances of him coming back. That would be huge. Also, Broderick Jones, our left tackle, has been out for the past month and a half. I don't know what the longevity of his injury is. Also, I feel like Darnell Washington can just put like a club around his arm and play.
That's how they did it in the old days. So
yeah, so like I don't know what the chances are of those 3 guys coming back from an injury, but they were deemed out for the regular season.
The way that the
I'm
NFL
not
is
banking
now,
on it 'cause,
yeah,
like, it's working well.
It is. Out of all of them, the one that I would truly want back is Washington. Like, I know that it's almost an impossibility for the NFL nowadays to do something like that, but he could totally put a club on.
I think he can, man.
I mean, even if he just plays as a blocker, I mean.
Oh, dude! Speaking of blocking, we have I think officially just beat out the Eagles as tush push mercy. So you like to call your guys' tush push the brotherly shove? The Steelers have the actual brotherly shove, where we have now mixed in Cameron Hayward, who is pushing his brother Connor Hayward into the end zone.
That's beautiful.
Cam Hayward came in to sub for Darnell being absent in that tush push, and Cam Hayward is pushing his brother Connor into the end zone.
That's cool. I didn't realize
crazy.
that. That's
I know.
awesome.
They were talking about it, and I was looking on the broadcast. I was like, looking at my wife. I was like, is that Cam Hayward in the offense right now? Pushed Connor in the end zone.
Sure
for
enough,
the score.
yeah.
It worked.
Good for him.
It worked.
That's good.
It worked. But yeah, diving even further, let's talk about the last minute.
Let's talk about that last minute, dude. As much as I don't like him, Justin Tucker has to be rolling like crazy.
This is the praise I give to all the women in the world that speak up.
Thank you, massage
I'm proud of you, and I'm
therapists.
thankful for you. Keep speaking up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man. If I was Tyler Loop right now, I'm moving. I'm going to a different state, man. If anything, I'm moving to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The comments that I've
poor
seen.
guys are getting so many death threats on social media.
Dude,
bro.
it's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
It's football.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm saying, like, you better not walk the streets of Baltimore. You're not safe. Your time's coming.
Someone
I hope that your whole family dies.
I immensely pray that your loved ones get picked off one by one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a criminal behavior.
I'd like to, all right, yeah, let's rewind for a little bit. So again, I told you how lights out Aaron Rodgers was. We hit Calvin Austin.
Yes.
For what is seemingly the game-winning touchdown at the time. But 55 seconds left, and I even said it in our group chat, and I was like, that might be a little too much time because because immensely it was going to be a 3-point lead. But you like to tarnish the name just to make yourself feel better about the kicker that you have. The stat came out today. It is Tuesday, January 6th, the official NFL stat. That Chris Boswell field goal was blocked.
Okay, now I saw that you sent that. I did not watch the video, I will admit.
All right, so yeah, let's watch
it. Was it blocked?
I would.
Oh, do you have it?
Well, it was. So I'll show you like the full time thing, and then we can dive into the actual like slowed motion thing and what the NFL was seeing.
Because looking at it from a third person perspective, just watching the game.
Oh yeah, watching the game, you're like, how the it was so quick, and it was really close. But okay, we'll watch this like the live thing first, so you can see there's no wind.
Here, wait.
And you're like, how in the world does the ball move like that? No wind. What in the world? And let's scroll up right here, the slow motion version. We're gonna watch this guy right here who just tips the ball.
Oh man,
this guy right here. Just gets a finger on it, which causes it to then hook that way. Because, yeah, look, no wind. There's no wind. How in the world? So the NFL has officially ruled it as a block. It is a blocked extra point. So your kicker is still stinky. Mine's not.
I think that your kicker might still be stinky. Like, okay, I know that they rule it as a block.
But no, it was also it was a ploy because Chris Boswell mixed the extra point. The rookie kicker for Baltimore, Tyler Loop, is like, oh my God.
Had to get in his head, yeah.
It got way in his head, and it worked.
It did, dude.
A mix of that, plus, before the game, a priest blessed the field.
He actually, God is real. There is no way to say that God is not real.
If you need more proof that God is real, I don't know what to give you.
I got to tell you, my dad texted me as soon as the game ended and said that was one of the most bizarre games I've ever seen, and saying that he actually felt bad for the kicker because like after the kick, dude, I mean tears started flowing immediately, and I don't blame him.
I'm happy he missed, but I feel for the kid
100%,
especially now that like all the threats that he's gotten on social media, which is crazy. But yes, a priest prior to the game came in and blessed a quarter of the end zone with holy water. The same end zone that kicker missed.
See, because I texted you guys like after that, and I was like, "Thank God that you got blessed," but I didn't realize that it was the same end zone. That's crazy.
Same end zone. And this is another crazy. I
go to church
when I saw it. I know I gotta go to church on Sunday. I gotta like pray a little bit extra. So, but this stat came out from one of the stat trackers in the NFL, and this is just crazy. I would love to share this with you.
Please.
Over the entire course of the NFL's history, since stats have been recorded, there have been over 60,000 field goal attempts.
Okay.
Tyler Loop's missed kick is the only field goal attempt that came as time expired in the fourth quarter in the final week of the NFL regular season, where both teams' playoff hopes relied on the result of the kick.
Really?
Isn't that something?
How do people just figure out these stats?
How do people just look at that? Yeah. The only out of over 60,000 attempts, this is the only kick where fourth quarter, time expired, last game of the season, both teams relying on the result of that kick.
That's crazy.
Biggest kick in the world. All because it got blocked. Yeah. I just showed you the evidence.
You showed it to me, and I'm
sorry, Jake Elliott can't kick a field goal, dude. I'm sorry. All right? Don't take that out on me.
Okay, so the ball does turn.
Because it got touched.
But, like, it got touched by that little tiny.
Okay. Oh, so it did get touched? Is what you're saying?
But it started to move after. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Did the ball get touched?
Didn't mean anything.
What's it? Just another question.
That's what you sound like right now.
Did the ball get touched? Whatever.
We have fun.
My kicker is Jake Elliott. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey. I got no rebuttal. Elliott sucks this year. We got to drop him.
Yeah, poor guy.
I hate to say that. I love Jake Elliott.
He's getting the boot. But, yeah, officially blocked. Steelers win the AFC North. the first time since 2020. That disastrous season where we started 11-0 and then collapsed at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And then the Browns scored 48 points on us at home.
That was fun.
To defensive mastermind Mike Conlon. That was awesome. So, first time in the North since 2020. This is also the first sweep from the Ravens since 2021.
Really?
Which was Ben Roethlisberger's last season as a quarterback in the National Football League. So, yeah,
rest in peace to the man.
He's not dead, but we miss him. So
yeah, he is in the eyes of the Steelers.
So, the Steelers now have clinched their spot in the playoffs. They have clinched the AFC North. They are hosting a playoff game
against Texas, right?
Against the Houston Texans on Monday night.
So, okay.
Shall we dive into playoffs?
Yeah, let's dive into playoffs a little bit. Before we do that, so Houston against Pittsburgh on paper. I mean,
so let me tell you my honest thoughts. My honest, true, not blown out, optimistic thoughts.
Okay,
we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm just kidding. But this Texans defense is good.
They are.
I think they are the number 1 rated defense at the end of the regular season. Now I think it was close. They were there with the Broncos as well. Kind of back and forth. But they're up there. They're very good. Totally not going to knock that. Will Anderson, their edge rusher, that he's in like his 3rd year. Really good.
But
I'm also not crazy about CJ Stroud. Still. Really haven't been. He's looked a little better at this end of the half season.
Ever since we told him to go back to church, he started to go off.
Hasn't seen anything I've not been too crazy about. I'm not like, I don't think he's going to blow us out of the water.
Right. Knock on wood, yeah.
I mean, knock on wood. But here are some things that I like about this game, if I can dive into this.
Of course.
If I may. You have a warm weather team, Texans, that play in a dome.
Yes.
Coming up to Pittsburgh in January.
Yes.
Where it's going to be 30-ish degrees. And it's going to feel a little colder than that. Those elements are probably going to play a factor.
They absolutely are.
That's number 1. Also, the Texans have, in their franchise's history, have never won a road playoff game.
Really?
Ever. They've never, ever won a road playoff game. I like the chances. And I also want to bring up a little stat, and I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Just of your opinion. Who's like, in the history of the NFL, who's probably the greatest head coach that you can ever think of?
Oh, God.
Names that come to mind,
A little biased, but Cowher comes to mind.
Bill Belichick's probably
Bill
there.
Belichick is up there.
Chuck Noll's probably up there.
Yeah. I mean,
Andy Reid,
if we're going, like, how far back are we going? Like, Madden is up there. I mean,
the NFL.
Yeah, Andy Reid for sure. Big Red. Yeah, just a couple names to put out there. How many names you want?
Just tell me your favorite.
Okay.
Just one guy you really like in the history of the NFL.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna go Cowher. I really like Cowher.
All right, you're gonna say. All right, well, let me tell you, you're wrong. You want to know who the greatest coach is in the National Football League? It's Mike Tomlin on Monday night, dude. It is Mike Tomlin on Monday night.
It's
Look
true,
at this.
It's true.
Look at this.
I know it's true.
Mike Tomlin is 22-3 on Monday nights. He's never ever lost at home. He's never lost at home. Turnover differential plus 16 in favor of Pittsburgh. 24 points per game. They allow 16 points per game. And this game is played on Monday night. Greatest coach, Mike Tomlin on Mondays. Don't look into the statistics of Mike Tomlin on Thursdays. We're talking about Monday. Because this game is played on Monday night.
No, I'll give you that. I will absolutely give you that. Undefeated on Monday night.
Undefeated at home.
He's
undefeated at home. The Steelers also, not just Mike Tomlin, but in Steeler history, the Steelers have not lost a home Monday night game since 1991.
See,
now, that statistic is going against a coach that's never won a playoff game since 2016. I recognize that as well.
Those statistics make me nervous because now it's really going to hurt if those statistics get blown out of the water.
Well, that's also true. But
so, I mean,
again, listen.
With a grain of salt.
This is the playoffs. It is never going to be easy.
No.
Neither is the Pittsburgh Steelers season ever. It's never, ever easy. It's never, ever easy. But I also just maybe want to throw this out there. I'm undefeated going to a Steeler game.
Oh, are you really?
And I will be there Monday night.
Well,
this season I'm undefeated. I suffered my first loss when I went with a group of my friends to the Thursday night game in 2022.
Well, I already know the immediate problem there, and that's because Harvey was with you, was he not?
Well, that's the thing I was going to bring up. So me and a group of my buddies in college, we went to the Thursday night football game where we hosted the Patriots, who at the time had 2 wins on the season. And this is really late into the season. This was in like November, December.
Oh, yeah.
We watched that game. We lose to the 2-win Patriots. We are then leaving this game. Our friend, the friend that was with me, Harvey, brings up the fact that he said, man, I've just never seen the Steelers win in person. It's like, you are telling me this now? After we bought the tickets and watched the game? I now find out you've never seen the Steelers win? So I'm going to this game. Harvey, respectfully, didn't even want to invite you, man. I just didn't even, out of that stat alone, didn't even want to consider sending you an invitation.
It's completely understandable.
I couldn't risk it.
Yeah.
And he should understand.
I think he does. I think he does.
If he listens to the podcast, he'll understand as well, and he'll come back to us with it. Otherwise, I'm not bringing that up to him. So, this is, again, a test if he listens to our audio. So, I'll be there Monday night. I'm 2-0 against AFC South opponents as well.
Really?
In my career. I watched us beat the number 1 seeded Titans at home in 2021, Ben Roethlisberger's last season, and then I watched us beat the Colts this season.
There you go. There you go. Those
So
are
there we
good
go.
stats. A lot of stats in your favor.
So I'm at least excited. Like, I mean, like playoff atmospheres, and even just Pittsburgh atmosphere. I feel like right now, T.J. Watt was saying, he said this is the best environment he's ever been at in his career.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of how loud it was and like how just crazy of a game was and the swings that happened, like we were talking about, in the last minute alone.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Crazy swings. So
100%.
I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be easy. Again, like we were talking about, I love and trust Rodgers, man. I trust it. I think he's willing to like take the hits to like win, and he even kind of did that this week. Like he took a hit late in the third quarter that ended up falling him down. He was kind of holding his hand a little bit. That made me nervous. I was like, he's gonna he just kept on playing, dude. So maybe that means because he was hurt last week, he's gonna take some Percocets a little bit. Maybe
I hope. I really hope.
So too. But again, I like it. I recognize how good the Texans defense is. I just need. I don't know. I need Aaron Rodgers to not heat up as the game goes on. I'd like him to be pretty good going into this.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that was kind of our problem this week as well. Like the first quarter was pretty slow, seeming like he was off target or like
something was wrong.
Well, yeah, he was missing some throws a little bit, and then just not on the same page with a few others.
Right.
So I get that MVS. I don't know what the problem is with getting them on the same page, dude, but I don't know, but that's the Steelers playoff. Let's dive into the Eagles, and then we can get the full picture of the.
Well, so I mean, as far as Eagles, I mean, we kind of talked about it. I'm sharing this already. We kind of talked about it. We're going up against,
Yikes.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it too. Going up against the Niners. This would be definitely an interesting fight, but it's totally not impossible in our favor. Let's go ahead and talk about what we've got pulled up here.
What we thought was going to happen. So, yeah, what we're sharing on screen is our before week 1 prediction
of
what the playoff picture was going to look like.
Yeah.
And huge swing and a miss out of both of us on the basis. Holy cow.
This is disgusting. I hate this.
Holy cow. So, let me look at mine real quick.
I want to pull up the side-by-side here.
I even have them on my notes as well, but I also need to bring this up. I was looking through my notes of preseason notes, and I have a page on here dedicated to fantasy football and pre-draft. And some of the names and things I had on here, just like – so I said best kickers to take. The 2 names I had listed, Brandon Aubrey, who was kind of known going into the season.
Of course.
But I also had Cam Little, who was kind of – we weren't sure how good he was going to be.
Yes.
And he has the 2 longest kicks in NFL history this season.
Yes.
I also then, on this right next to it, best defenses, Eagles, Broncos, Vikings. Says it right there. I don't know if you can see it. They ended up being pretty darn good.
Yes, they did.
Then, my player watch list, Drake May. Tet McMillan, wide receiver for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Again, Cam Little. And then the running backs I had were Travion Henderson and R.J. Harvey, who popped off like crazy the second half of the season.
They did.
And I was just like, mother fricker, dude. And but going back to my predictions, yeah, some of these are a little all over the place. Where the there it is. So yeah, starting off, I had the number one seed. I was starting the AFC. I had the Bills being the number one team, going 15-2.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that at all.
Not even close.
The Patriots, I had them going just under 500. I had them at 8-9. I didn't think they were going to be this good, and Drake May was going to be this good.
You know what? Even putting them at 8-9, though, I thought was.
I thought they were going to be like pretty all right, but I wasn't sure about their defense.
Yeah,
their defense. And now their opponents have been pretty weak, but still, they're the number 2 seed. And then like the Broncos, I had 10-7, but I didn't have them win the division because I had the Chiefs 12-5 winning the West.
Yeah,
the Chiefs stunk. I had the Ravens at the number 2 seed going 14-3, and they stunk really bad. The Steelers, I had 11-6. I was kind of close on them, but
you kind of were actually. Yeah,
yeah,
kind of were.
Some of these aren't too bad. Now this one's really bad. I was anticipating that the AFC South was going to be the weakest division in football this year, and I had the Texans winning the AFC South at a record of 7-10 because I thought the whole AFC South was going to be so bad. I was immensely wrong.
Very, very wrong. Yeah.
The NFC side I'm not too crazy on because I had the 49ers winning the West,
right?
Which they were right there.
They were.
And I had them finishing 15-2, so probably much of a stretch. And maybe they would if they didn't have all those injuries early in the season. Another swing and a miss. The second seed in the NFC, I had the Lions at 14-3.
Yup. Yeah,
I severely underestimated the loss of Ben Johnson. Severely.
Yeah.
Because I think with this, I had the Bears with like 3 wins on the year. Sorry, Caleb Williams. You're
again, we've talked about it so many times, but we have to.
But the Eagles, I had the Eagles win the East at 13-4. So like,
yeah, I mean, that one was pretty good. That was 11-6. So it's not too far off.
Not crazy.
And you had them in the 3rd seed, so.
Yeah, and then the actual weakest conference was the NFC South, and I had the Bucs winning that at 10-7, but it was the Panthers who have a losing record. So
yes, yeah.
And then like Packers, I had 12-5. Commanders, I had 12-5 with their ridiculed injuries, and then Vikings, I wasn't off too bad. I had them sneaking in at 10-7, but they finished 9-8.
Okay, so, I mean that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad.
A couple of these like the big ones, I had the Seahawks missing out at 9-8. I had the Rams missing out at 9-8, who were both in the playoffs and were in contention for like the top seeds at the times. Oh, just great. I had the Raiders at 8-9. I thought Pete Carroll was going to really do something,
but he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. Speaking of which, those Black Monday predictions, we were pretty good. We were pretty great on that.
The John Harbaugh one came way sooner than I thought.
Actually, I thought that they would give him a
lot
lot more time, but
I thought they were
at least till the
end
of the year, like actual season. But yeah, on my end, Kansas City taking the 1st seed. That was nowhere close. They're not even in. I had the Houston Texans.
You had them with what? One loss on the season?
Oh gosh, yeah. I wish I had it written down.
Something like
I
that.
think I had them at 1 or 2 losses for the season.
Yeah.
But Texans, I wasn't too far off on. Put them at the 4th seed. Ended up in the 5th. I wish I could remember what their actual stats.
Yeah, I luckily just wrote down like a few. I didn't write down all of them.
Yeah, that's smart. I didn't even think of that. But I had Buffalo going in the 3rd, ended up in the 6th. I mean, they made it. Did not have the Chargers on here. Was not hot on the Chargers. Still not hot on the Chargers. But they ended up sneaking in. I do have Pittsburgh on here, but they did a lot better than I thought.
I tried to tell you.
And then Miami and Cincinnati. What a joke. What a joke.
Bengals at the 2 seed in the AFC.
Yeah. I don't know what I was smoking,
also,
dude.
They did announce yesterday that they are keeping not only Zach Taylor, the head coach, but all of their coordinators as well.
Yeah.
Not even changing the coordinators.
That's so surprising to me. That's
crazy.
Insane.
But, oh my God, 2nd seed Bengals, dude. I tried to tell you were smoking stuff, man.
I didn't even realize. I had no idea. And then to move on to NFC, I mean, I had a lot of faith in my Eagles, and I was almost pretty damn close. But
I feel like, yeah.
I mean, if
for how close the NFC was.
Exactly. The NFC was in a lot of contention this year. Don't have the Bears on there whatsoever. I have Tampa Bay on there. I was feeling really hot about them, and they looked great at the beginning of the season.
Started what 7? What did we say? 6-2, 7-2.
Something like that. Yeah, but as soon as that second half came around, they just crumbled.
They finished 8-9.
Disgusting.
Oh
Disgusting. I've got the Rams on there at the 3rd seed. They did a little bit worse than I expected them to, but also way better, if that makes sense.
I was going to say, I feel like that is more just up to the fact that the NFC West was just way more competitive than we were probably anticipating it being.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But, like, Panthers, why would I think the Panthers were going to go? I'm okay with not having them on here because they really subverted my expectations. I mean, like you said, the Bears, I feel terrible for how I've treated Caleb Williams the past 2 years because him and Ben Johnson, what a duo.
I mean, they're going to be good for a while.
They really are. They really are.
They're going to be good for a while, I think.
49ers, I thought were going to be dog shit this year. I was wrong.
They're pretty not dog shit.
And then I also have like Dallas, Detroit. I mean, Washington. I was really hot on Washington this year after last season.
I mean,
Which, like, can you blame me?
No, well, yeah, but like I was gonna say, like even like look at both. We both had the Lions in the NFC Championship.
Oh yeah,
I took the Commanders in the NFC Championship as well. Mm-hmm. I took the Lions winning the Super Bowl. They're not even there. They're not even there, dude.
And like I guarantee, I don't think the Bills are going to make it.
I got a tough road. Yeah,
Eagles are. That's a pipe dream. A little bit.
Well,
it's not a pipe dream.
So
that's
should we
a
dive
little.
into the actual bracket of it.
I mean, yeah, we might as well.
So like, let's talk about that with the NFC. So like we said, Eagles, 49ers, but like I talked about it last week. Like I'm not throwing out a Super Bowl run for the Eagles because I think their defense is that good. But there's a lot of good defenses from the NFC.
This is a big defensive year. Huge defensive year.
So I really like because the Eagles have a really good defense. The Rams got a really good defense. The Seahawks, I think, have the best defense.
Yes.
And I mean, the Packers did have a really good defense. The Micah Parsons thing was really bad.
The problem is because it is an entertainment league. We know this. The Eagles game, if they go to the Super Bowl, I don't think it's going to be very entertaining. I mean, I'll be on the edge of my seat the whole time. But I don't think that it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think that it's going to be defensive all the way.
The offense has to be clicking the right way from start to finish.
If we do we get another Cooper DeJean touchdown?
I'll bet one for sure.
Book
absolutely. I'm absolutely betting.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think the Eagles defense I think is good. And you guys play the 49ers who got shut out by a Seattle defense that's pretty good as well. And
and
I'd
I'd
say,
3
points.
Like, Seattle's defense is amazing. And arguably the best in the league. But, and maybe I'm biased here, I think that the Eagles really kind of rival that defense. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see, as always. But
I don't know. Again, I'm not going to rule it out. I don't know what's going to – I don't know for a lot of these games. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Know. I do, however, I think I'm personally happy that the Panthers are in the playoffs. I think that's awesome.
I think it's great for them, 100%.
I like to see it, and they got the best seeding they could ever possibly ask for.
Oh, yeah.
They are the 4th seed hosting the Rams, who they beat just a few weeks ago.
That's true. That is super true.
So, they're like 10.5-point underdogs right now.
But, that's just it. You look at these on paper, and on paper, Rams should smoke the Panthers.
Absolutely.
But they haven't.
But they didn't, Ben.
It's so hard to call these.
And so I don't know. I might take the Panthers plus 10.5. I mean, just to at least be in the fight. I think.
Right? No, I get it.
I said a few weeks ago that I think the Panthers are going to win a playoff game, and dare I stay to what I say? I think I have to, and I think I want to. Panthers are going to win a playoff game.
And I'm with you.
Soil Matt Stafford's MVP season.
I'm with you. I just don't want to. I'm like low key a sucker for the Rams, dude.
I know you like your boy Puka Nacua.
I love Puka, man.
But
and I like Stafford too. I like them as a team.
I even thought Bryce Young did pretty good in the Tampa game. I mean, he showed up.
Yeah,
I'm not
he did
blaming
show
that
up.
game. I'm not blaming the game on Bryce Young. Absolutely.
No.
But he's figuring it out, dude. I like the Panthers. I like the Panthers, man. I like the Panthers. So I like the Panthers. And then on the other end, we got an NFC North fight. We got the Bears hosting the Packers.
Yep.
Who I think I'm going to give the nod to the Bears here.
You think?
I do. They're at home. The Chicago Bears crowd is
Soldier
immaculate
Field gets
from
rowdy.
What we saw just a few weeks ago with the beginning of the year, dude. And I think it's going. It was against the Packers as well.
Yeah, but like again, on paper, Patriots should win this. Drake May should win this, but everything this year, like everything that I know about football, I feel like has been subverted, and I need to have like a completely different mindset going into this playoff.
Right, you gotta think of all the possibilities. But okay, you mentioned Drake May. Let's move into the AFC. I think this one is interesting. You got the Patriots hosting the Chargers. Justin Herbert in his career, I know you don't like him. I think he's a pretty good quarterback. Yet I acknowledge the fact that every year in the playoffs he pees down his leg and as well at the same time.
Yeah,
I absolutely acknowledge that. I think this Chargers defense is pretty good, and the Patriots haven't really played a lot of tough teams this year, so I'm not gonna put. The Chargers' offensive line is just so immensely bad with all their injuries that they've had.
Oh yeah,
starters.
No, I think Chargers are going to be out first round.
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, like Justin Herbert was like having almost an MVP season I think it was last year, and then he threw 4 picks in the wild
Oh yeah.
Was that last year?
I think it was. Yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah, I mean, the dude loves to pee and poop all down his pant legs in the playoffs, and I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't. Now that I think just because of the weak schedule that the Patriots have had, I don't think that reflects Drake May, because Drake May just like his accuracy is just like really good, and he's doing this with Stephon Diggs and Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah.
Now, however, I do think that weak schedule does affect the defense, because I think the defense is like the ratings finished for the Patriots defense. I think they were like close to the top 5 or maybe just inside the top 5.
Okay.
I don't think this is a top 5 defense.
No, they're a very offense-heavy team.
Yeah,
Extremely
absolutely. But I
offensive.
think just because of those weak opponents that they've had, their defense is rated so high. Just because it's so like I don't know. Like, this is going to have to take a Justin Herbert like to be good to like beat, but I don't know. Again, like we've just seen him poop his pants so many times in the playoffs, where it's hard to be like, oh yeah, for sure.
Right. No,
and Drake May's playing pretty good, so I might have an MVP. I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Another going on in the AFC. This is again another interesting one, and Jags are hosting the Bills. The Bills are the favorites for this game.
I'm taking the Jags. I'm taking the Jags 100%.
I don't know how people can look at the Bills team and trust their defense. Because, like, yeah, we talk about how good defense is on one side and how badly on the other side. This Bills defense is not very good. Now, Josh Allen is Josh Allen.
Of
I will
course.
not discredit that. Absolutely not.
Of course. That's
But,
such a
yeah,
bandwagon
even...
take.
Whatever. I got it, dude. Whatever. But, yeah, I'm not going to discredit Josh Allen whatsoever. Are you...
There was something on my wire.
All right, I was hearing that on my ear. Okay, anyway, yeah, I don't trust this Bills defense whatsoever. The Jags, like you said, are hot.
They're so hot,
Liam
dude.
Cohen has really figured out Trevor Lawrence.
I love Liam Cohen, man. Oh, what a savior for that team.
So, yeah, I mean, this is just going to be – and Trevor Lawrence has a playoff win under his belt. So, and Josh Allen has been in the AFC Championship how many times? Only to be knocked out every single time by Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
It's the only guy he's lost in the playoffs.
Which is the exact reason why this is his easiest path.
Exactly. He no longer has to worry about Patrick Mahomes knocking out the playoffs because Patrick Mahomes is not in the playoffs. Now, if he gets bounced here, do you start questioning Josh Allen in the playoffs? He's had really good moments against the Chiefs, but Patrick Mahomes has just had much greater moments.
The thing, Josh Allen is a good quarterback.
Yes, absolutely.
There's no way to deny that.
Absolutely.
So, like, even if you question him in the playoffs, are you going to drop him for your season? Are you not going to play him for this? Like, what do you do with that?
I think this is more going to be on like how the Bills' defense is versus Josh Allen, because again, Josh Allen is Josh Allen, dude.
Of course.
Come on. But the Bills' defense is not good. They're not good.
And I just think the Jags offense is just too good to beat them. Or to not beat them, I should say.
Yeah, Liam Cohen is Trevor Lawrence has been. This is his 5th year in the league.
Yeah.
No other head. He's had 3. This is the 3rd head coach.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Cohen is the first one to figure him out.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, we'll get into this, in a couple minutes. But the Jags offense or the Jags team, when you look at them, they didn't lose a lot of parts. They still have relatively the same team that they've had for the past 2-3 years. And the only thing that's changed is Liam Cohen. I mean, Liam Cohen is the brains of this operation, and he has, like you said, figured them out. It's not that they're a bad team. They just didn't have a good coach.
I think we're seeing with Liam Cohen and a few other players of offensive head coaches and those young quarterbacks of just being on the same page.
Yes.
How well it is excelling, because Ben Johnson's doing the exact same thing with Caleb Williams.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
and I think that helps for the longevity of it as well, because Liam Cohen is an offensive mind and he's a quarterback guy. He's going to work with Trevor Lawrence, and he's not going anywhere. As opposed to if you have a defensive, what I think is going on in Washington right now with the Commanders.
Yep.
Their head coach is I cannot think of his name. Holy cow!
We were just talking about him.
We were just talking about him. What is the head coach's name for the Commanders? Oh, don't tell me! No! Oh no! What is it?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
Dan Quinn.
Ah, mother! I knew that, dude. Okay, yeah, but Dan Quinn, defensive guy, and has had Cliff Kingsbury, who has been really good for Daniels.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And now Cliff Kingsbury is leaving. So, what's going to happen with Jane Daniels next year? I don't know.
I have no idea.
So that's just going to be.
I think Washington is going to go back to being Washington. Sadly.
That part
not sadly, but
well, yeah,
for Jaden Daniels.
Sadly, I know. But yeah, it's sadly for Jaden Daniels. Yeah, so that part's going to be interesting. And he just had a very injury-filled year this year, and I thought when the games that he did play healthy, I thought he played really good.
I thought he played great.
So he's going to come off a fully ridiculed injury to a new offense, essentially.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that. Reports are saying that he doesn't either, so I don't know what. I just think that's so interesting. Yeah, so the Commanders are moving on from Cliff Kingsbury, their offensive coordinator, but I don't know if that's because he is wanting to try to pursue head coaching opportunities again. I don't know.
Maybe, but where? There's a lot of places where I guess coaches are leaving now.
There's a lot of places. One of those places, I think that probably the best place for coaches are looking at is Baltimore.
That's what I'm thinking. Absolutely.
I mean, now that the John Harbaugh news has dropped. That is because you get the 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
In a very historic franchise.
But the real question is, does Lamar want to be there?
Well, so I even brought that up last week, that I was like, you're either losing Lamar or you're losing John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Seemingly they're going to – I'd be shocked if they lost Harbaugh and Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
But it was seeming like one of the two were going to happen.
Well, you know what? Flacco's still in the league. Maybe they just go back.
That'd be wild. He's not playing bad either.
No, he's not.
Goes back home to Baltimore.
We bring Rivers back. He plays for the Colts. We bring Flacco back, playing for the
Drew
Ravens.
Brees could probably still sling it, bro.
Drew Brees. Let's call up Big Ben. Let's just make this 2004 football again. 2006 football again.
That'd be so much fun. But, okay, yeah. I've already gone over those Jags and Bills. I've already gone over Steelers, Texans. I'll know about that.
Yep.
And again, these are, I don't know who you pick. Steelers are 3-point underdogs in this one, which makes sense. Yeah. Mike Tomlin also plays really good as an underdog. Just saying.
That's true. What are the odds on betting wise? Any idea off the top of your head?
I don't off the top of my head for the win this game. I don't know.
I wonder if it's worth putting money down.
Might be. ESPN used to have a betting app, but then they got rid of it. Now it stinks. So. They're 3-point underdogs. -108. Or no, I'm sorry, +140 money line. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. Ooh, excuse me.
Be kind of interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we sit here and I want to be like, all right, who's gonna win the Super Bowl? I don't know.
Right.
I really like the Seahawks coming out of the NFC because I think Seattle's going to be a really hard place to play. I'm telling you,
man.
I think their defense is really good. Sam Darnold is playing good enough for that offense.
Yes.
He's got Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yep.
And I think Seattle is going to be a tough place to play.
Super tough.
I really
super
do.
tough.
So that is huge for them that they captured the number 1 seed because I think the run through Seattle.
I think like realistically, Seahawks have this thing in the
Teams that could go in and challenge them in Seattle, I'd have to give the Rams because they're divisional opponents.
right.
But then, like, the Panthers play on the East Coast, 49ers play on the West Coast, Packers, Bears play in tough environments. I don't know, dude. I mean, but like this, I don't know. I just don't know.
I think on paper, as far as like we were saying, defensive wise, I think Eagles rival them.
Yeah.
Now, offensively, I don't know. I mean, I think offensively, Seahawks have us.
That's the part. Yeah. I mean, you got probably the guy that's going to be the offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and then Sam Darnold is in a category with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, as quarterbacks of guys that have gone back to back with 14 wins.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Again, tell that to a Jets fan in 2018. That's going to happen. They're going to lose their mind and be ecstatic. But oh my God!
You know what? You bring up Jackson Smith-Njigba, probably being offensive player of the year. Do you want to dive into our predictions
for the NFL awards?
Might as well. I mean,
so let's ride off a few. Let's start. Yeah, offensive player of the year. I mean, it's Jackson Smith-Njigba. I think Puka would have rivaled that if he wasn't out for a little bit.
See,
but Jackson Smith-Njigba has been pretty electric.
Now, Jackson Smith is my second pick. And
I know who your first pick is.
I am biased for Puka Nacua. I think the fact that he has kind of not completely rivaled his stats, but he was out for a little bit and was still able to relatively keep up.
Stat line is kind of similar.
I mean, I think that alone.
So that's what
gives it to Puka.
But I'm also I'll dive into this because I think this is the deciding factor for I think a lot of these awards is the record for the team.
Of course,
going to take into play, and I mean the Seahawks number one right now.
Of course, no, I think in all reality, Jackson Smith will get it, but my offensive player of the year, Puka Nacua.
Yeah, well, I don't like Puka Nacua because he put up 60 points against me and knocked me out of the playoffs.
So cool. It was awesome. I'm buying his jersey.
It was literally the worst thing ever.
I have to buy his jersey.
Because that game went into overtime, and I was like, he's about to put up another 20 points. And he did. He did in overtime put up 20 points. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Now that the season is over, I can talk about it. I didn't want to ever say anything while the season was going on.
Say it. What are you about to say? What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. No, I didn't want to have to knock on wood or make myself look like a fucking loser. But as soon as he put up the 60 points, I was like, that's it. I won. That's the game. That's it.
I was ready to make you look like a loser. Before that, I was going to go through all the episodes of where
I knew that you would.
This is my year. I was going to bring it up. I was going to bring it every single time you said, this is my year. I feel really good.
The only reason I knew that you would is because I thought about doing that for you. Shit. That's funny.
Whatever.
Defensive player.
Yeah.
Do we? Should we just say it? You want to do it on the count of three?
No.
It's Myles Garrett.
TJ Watt.
That last year? Sure. This year?
TJ Watt.
I hate to say it, and I don't want to, but it's totally Myles Garrett. It is totally. Even if you look okay, the sack really that made him break the record was worse than the Brett Favre sack. 100 times worse than the Brett Favre sack.
I will give credit this, and while we're talking about it, I'm going to try and find it. He jumped off the snap extremely well.
He did.
I will give Myles that credit, but Joe Burrow saw that and was like, "Well, I'm done."
Yeah, but also my other pick for defensive MVP was, I'm trying to remember his name right now, for the Texans.
Defensive. I'm sorry. What? The defensive MVP for Will Anderson.
Yes, Will Anderson. He was the second highest sack record this year, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I think Myles had 10.
I was gonna say Myles has what, 22? Is that the record?
23.
23, and Will had 13.5.
Something like that. But yeah, let's watch this. So Myles Garrett right here. I mean, I give him credit. I mean, he jumped the ball immensely well. I will give him absolutely all the credit. And let's hit play. Oh, there's Myles.
Yep.
Down I go. Yep.
But he just, oh, God, I hate seeing that, though.
Oh, shit.
Burrow just drops. He just falls.
And then one of the guys high-fives the refs after. I thought that was
I did see that.
Just falls down. Yep, celebrates. Yay! High five.
Boom.
But yeah, I mean, Miles got off really well, and he's been playing really good this year.
Like I love to hate on Myles Garrett. Just
if Joe Burrow at least made an attempt to get out of there. But
yeah, I don't know. Let's move on from that.
None of his sacks were against Steelers.
Let's move on from that.
Aaron Rodgers was not on the list. Comeback player of the year. This one's kind of.
I didn't put a comeback player of the year. I forgot about a comeback player of the year.
Kim Kardashian.
She wasn't Fortnite this year.
In the video, she got. I'm just teasing. Okay, all right. Offensive rookies. I feel like this one would have been Mika Ibuka if he was playing really well, like he was beginning of the season.
Yes.
At the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think you got to give it to Ted McMillan.
It's absolutely Ted McMillan. 100% Ted McMillan.
Absolutely Ted McMillan.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
no question. No conversation.
Like they drafted a wide receiver in the first round like a few years ago with Xavier Legette.
Yes.
And he was not first round wide receiver worthy.
No.
Like, he wasn't like the number one. So they go out and they get another wide receiver, which I at the time thought I was like, man, that's kind of a stretch.
Yep.
Shame on
it
me.
Works.
I mean,
it works.
Yeah, Bryce Young, and he was immediately really, really good. So
yeah.
I think him and Bryce are going to be really good.
Oh, absolutely.
For a while.
For a long time.
Continue to build around them. And like Bryce is figuring it out. He is immediately good. He was really good in college.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah. So that's easily. Have you found your comeback player of the year yet?
No, I'm doing it right now.
Okay. What other?
We've got defensive rookie. We have got coach of the year. We've got MVP.
Oh, okay. The defensive rookie of the year. This one is, I think, also a little more just kind of straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I would say. I don't know if there is a debate for this, but Carson. I don't even know how you say his last name. Singer. I don't. Swesner.
Hold on.
Swesner?
Is that
from
the Browns? Yeah.
From the Browns. Yeah, the middle linebacker from the Browns. He I don't think he finished leading in tackles, but he got pretty darn close to it.
Okay, now we vary on this one because I have, and I don't know how to pronounce his last name either. Nick Imanwori for Seattle.
Okay.
He did lead in tackles at 84. 2.5 sacks on the season. 11 pass defense. I thought he did great for a rookie. Like.
Yeah. Okay, I'm familiar with this guy. Okay.
Now, why is this not loading? I'm trying to pull up my comeback player of the year. Hold on. Let's do coach. Well.
Okay, this one I feel like you can just throw a dart at a dartboard, and any of them can win. My pick right now, and I've gone back and forth on this forever, but I got to give it to Mike Vrabel.
And that's understandable. It's understandable completely.
Yeah, I think because like he's second seed in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
He's won the East and knocked off the Bills streak. Gonna have an MVP quarterback, and like this is probably not a very strong roster to have this many wins with.
Yeah.
And for a first-time head coach, and I know this is getting a lot of debate. He's a first-time head coach for the Patriots, and I know he's coached before prior as a head coach, but this is his first year on the Patriots, and he took in that team that had less than 5-6 wins last year.
Yes.
And now they're where they are.
Now, okay. I went, as we talked about earlier, Liam Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
Goes in with a team that hasn't changed much, that kind of looked like poop for a little bit, and was able to figure out Trevor Lawrence, figure out what they need to do on offense. Now, I will say it was between him and Ben Johnson for me.
I was up there with Ben. My top three were Mike Vrabel, Ben Johnson, and Liam Cohen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how anybody could say otherwise.
And I really was just going to base it on who was seated higher. And because like both of them took over programs that had 5 or less wins on the year prior.
Yeah.
All three of them won their division. All three are top in their conference.
Absolutely.
Right like Patriots are number 2, Jags are number 3, and then the Bears are number 2 on the other side of it.
Absolutely.
So this is one I wanted to. So you said Ben Johnson. I do want to bring this up. This is just a thought because they've done this for other awards in years past, not all the time, but just for a few occasions. Do you do 2 Coach of the Years?
I would, for this year, I would absolutely say yes.
Because like this is such a stacked, and like I also people like Kyle Shanahan's been brought into the mix, which I understand. Like a 49ers team that was so regularly injured. I don't think so now. I think if they would have got that number 1 seed, I would probably say yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm not too crazy on Sean Payton with the Broncos as well, because like this was a playoff team last year.
I do not like Sean Payton. I am a Sean Payton hater.
People also don't like Sean Payton.
Yeah,
but I wasn't too crazy about him because again, like they were in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
But with Bo Nix
Yeah.
as well. Now he's back on with his boner. So. So I don't know. They've done it before with like offensive player of the year awards. They've done 2, and so
yeah. No, I would like to see 2. I like
if we see something crazy where we see 2 coaches of the year, but
and I could argue between Mike Vrabel and Liam Cohen, but out of the 2, like Ben Johnson, I think needs an award because not only did he fix the Bears, but we also saw how integral he was to Detroit and how much they've fallen off without him.
That's okay. Yeah, like you bring that up with the loss, and then like on the other side of it, like Liam Cohen came from the Bucs. Now
that's true.
I think they still finished. Their drop off wasn't as crazy. I think they probably had 10 wins last year, and then this year they have 8.
Yeah. If we're looking at last year's stats and how much a team has suffered, I'd give it to Ben Johnson.
I mean, that's also the Bears historically have not been very good for a while. Like they had 1 year with Mitch Trubisky where they won the North.
Yeah, this is probably the best Bears team I've seen in a long time. I mean, if not my lifetime.
They can get way better.
They can, yeah. That's just it. Like this is just the beginning for the Bears, I think.
Yeah, Ben Johnson. If I was new to the NFL, I think I'd be a Bears fan because Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are playing very good.
Oh yeah,
they're very fun to watch, especially like the last stretch of the season. They've been very fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I don't know.
So okay, I've got some comeback player of the year. Between 3.
Oh, well. Okay.
Just hear me out.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey's up there.
Okay.
I am not I'm not super sold on Christian McCaffrey. I think he's good. I don't think he's that great. Trevor Lawrence, I'd put up there. Now, I don't know if I'm being biased just because I like Trevor Lawrence. He was my quarterback in fantasy this year. I thought he was pretty good. I'm gonna argue Phillip Rivers.
His name did get into the mix.
I mean,
I think if he played good,
if he
obviously
won.
If you just I was gonna say if he won, maybe just at least like one of those.
Now,
games.
here's the thing. I like an underdog story. I love an underdog story. So I'm gonna put my hat in the ring with Phillip Rivers. Out of the league for 5 years, called up, and you know what? He did his job. He did everything that he needed to do.
I stand by it, dude. He played good enough to win all those games,
Exactly.
but the Colts defense was so bad.
Exactly. That wasn't on him.
So
my vote, Phillip Rivers. Book it.
Book it. I took Christian McCaffrey, and because he was close to 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving, and I think so. Like that also favors it. Now Trevor Lawrence also I can understand. I was also earlier in the season. I was on Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, after the injury last year.
But he was pretty slow the last half of the season, so he kind of got out of contention. Because he started off the year pretty hot when he came back.
Oh, yeah.
With a titanium rod in his leg.
Christian McCaffrey, remind me, throughout the season, did he get injured?
Last year?
This year.
Or this year? No.
This is the first year I've seen him not injured in probably 5 years.
That's why they had injuries everywhere else,
the
49ers, because they were sacrificing them for a healthy Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's most of the reason why I was never sold on McCaffrey. Like, he's good, don't get me wrong, and he had phenomenal years. But I started playing fantasy football 6 years ago, give or take, and for all 6 of those years, Christian McCaffrey has been number 1. Don't do it. I thought it could also be 7 years. I'm sticking with 6. I'm sticking with 6 years. Man, that joke is going to be funny forever.
It's going to be so funny. It's funnier every time we make it.
But, I don't know. He's been injured every single year that he has been the number 1 pick.
He's had some injuries.
So I think realistically, like, yeah, Christian McCaffrey's probably going to get comeback player of the year. But Phillip Rivers, I don't know, man.
I like the fun.
Yeah, I like having fun here.
I like it. All right, I like it. All right, final award.
MVP.
Most valuable player.
I want you to go first on this one.
So, obviously, this one is clearly between Drake May or Matthew Stafford. I am giving it to Drake May.
Okay.
My reasoning for that, well, actually, I feel like you're going to go a different route. Let me just confirm that really quickly from you.
Do you want me to say?
I would like you to go next.
I'm going to go Sam Darnold. I know.
Oh.
Listen. This is one of the best quarterbacks that we've seen in this league. And, they called Brock Purdy Mr. Irrelevant. I think Sam Darnold's Mr. Irrelevant, man. Nobody talks about him, but he is leading this team to victory every single week.
I mean, they wrote him off. How long ago did they write off Sam Darnold? Because he was with the Jets for 2 years.
Yeah, well, when did he get drafted? Was it 2017, 2018?
2018. He was the third pick in the draft to the Jets.
Yeah. And I mean, like you've said a couple times, if you told a Jets fan that Sam Darnold is in contention for the Super Bowl, they'd laugh in your face.
Yeah.
But like, look at him now, dude. He's up there with, like you said, Brady, Favre. I mean, some of the legends when it comes to modern day football.
But like, yeah, I mean, this guy, no. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe comeback player of the year, but he had a good season.
He had a great season. Great season.
But like, yeah, drafted by the Jets. He played there for 3 years. He then got traded to the Panthers, where he was there for another 3 years.
Yep.
And didn't play a whole lot because he sat behind Baker and was benched for a little bit. Panthers couldn't figure him out. He then goes to a backup role with the Niners.
Yep.
And then he won 14 games for the Vikings last year.
He looked fantastic for the Vikings.
And is now the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Yep.
This is why he was taken in the third round.
Yeah, exactly. That is the exact reason why he's my MVP.
I don't hate it. I like what you're saying. I don't know if the voters are.
I don't listen. I like to think outside the box.
I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, my thing, because I think the big one right now is Drake May or Sam Darnold. Obviously, I think statistic wise, Matthew Stafford is better than Drake May in yards and touchdowns as well. But here's the thing with that. Matthew Stafford also has Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua.
Exactly.
So I am looking at this as, like, if you took one of those guys away, I think someone can do pretty well with the Rams with Puka Nacua and
listen, I mean, we talk about I talk about it all the time. We've talked about it a million times in this episode. Puka Nacua is an amazing wide receiver. That dude has glue on his hands. I don't think that there is a ball that is uncatchable for him.
There's not.
And that's the exact reason why Matthew Stafford looks so good.
Pisses me off how
I love him.
catchable balls are. That sounded a little weird.
Pause.
But yeah, I mean, like Sam Darnold, or not Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford. Yeah, he's got Puka Nacua, he's got Devontae Adams, and then he has Kyler Williams, which is very good. So, like, he's also a very good player.
No, he is. He is. But the Rams are just a good team.
And Drake May is working with Stephon Diggs and Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah.
And Matt Collins. Ramondre Stevenson. Like, what are we like?
Yep. Hunter Henry.
I don't know if the Patriots are good without Drake May.
No, I don't think they are. I don't. So I like your pick for Drake May. It was between Drake May and Sam Darnold for me. But I definitely had a feeling that you were going to pick Drake May, which is some of the reason I wanted to go Sam Darnold. But again, I also think that Sam Darnold is a very unreliable is not the word. People just write him off. People write him off all the time.
Yeah, he's doing a little. He's a little. I feel like people are not appreciating Sam Darnold's.
They don't
to where he is right now.
No,
and I feel like they're like, oh yeah, he was picked third in the draft, but they don't. Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But I do like that pick with Drake May because I agree. I don't think the Patriots are a team without him.
I don't think so either. But we'll find out before the Super Bowl if we're right or wrong.
We will.
So maybe we're just early. We'll see.
Well, we are coming at an hour 30. We want to go ahead and call this thing?
right after you tell me who's winning the Super Bowl this year.
As an Eagles fan, the Eagles. Realistically, Seattle. My money's on Seattle. Literally, my money is on Seattle.
Uh-oh.
So, I don't know. I really think the odds are just completely in their favor.
Again, like it's huge that they're the number one seed because one, they get a bye, and two, Seattle's tough. I think that's going to be a tough place to play in January.
It is. Well, and like the stats that I told you about last week, everything is leading to Seattle winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, follow-up question. Who are they going to play and beat in the Super Bowl?
Now, that is a good question.
That is a good question. Who's going to come out of this AFC?
I think it's going to be between the Patriots and the Jags.
Oh.
I do.
Okay.
The Broncos are really good, but in a way where they're just good enough. They are doing just enough to win a game.
Said it all year. I'm not crazy about them, but they just find ways to win late.
Exactly.
And
so, I mean, and maybe that will lead them to victory. Totally. They could just barely win the Super Bowl. I don't know. We're coming into the real crunch time for the NFL right now. And I don't see them or Sean Payton having the wherewithal to be able to stand up against some of these teams. Patriots just look way too good. Drake May is way too good. Mike Vrabel is way too good of a coach. The Jags have figured it out. They are in a great rhythm right now. The combo between Etienne and Trevor Lawrence is immaculate. So it's definitely between those two. I think Bills are going to get kicked out. I think Chargers are getting out first round. Steelers and Texans are a 50-50 for me. But realistically, I don't see either of those teams making it. But Rodgers could take some Percocet and really heat up.
You want me to be realistic here really quickly?
Yeah, be realistic.
You want to know, I think the ceiling for the Steelers in the playoffs is the AFC Championship game.
Really?
I think that's the ceiling.
Really?
Depending on how this playoff bracket unfolds. Because then I really like the Texans at home. I've gone on and on about this.
I do
really
like your chances. I like your stats.
I understand Mike Tomlin and his history in the playoffs the last 10 years. I understand that. I like the Texans at home.
Hey, you know what?
Now,
you follow your team, man. I mean,
I do.
There's respect for that no matter what.
I do.
You have to believe that your team is going to make it.
I really like the Texans at home. Now, how this would then go next, there's a few ways that we can go. So one, all the favorites or all the top seeds can win. So the Patriots can win, the Jags can win, we can win. That would mean we would go to Denver.
Okay.
Which I don't hate because we beat Denver last year.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
In Denver.
I don't hate that.
I'm not. People try to take Mile High Stadium as like a really intimidating place to play. I don't find it that way. I hope that doesn't come and bite me in the butt. But like we beat the Broncos at home last year. Now, I know last year was a very different year.
It was.
However, I told you that the Broncos just find ways to win late. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. I like Rodgers. I just do.
Yeah.
I like Rodgers. On the flip side of things, I don't know. I'll tell you what teams I don't like. I don't like the Bills and I don't like the Jags. And luckily, they both play each other in the first round. So
yeah.
I only have the chance to play one of them if we move on from the Texans.
And I think the Jags have got that game. I don't know.
We have lost to the Chargers horribly. I'd argue that we beat ourselves this season.
Yes.
We lost to the Bills horribly at home.
Yes.
Again, I'd argue we did that to ourselves. We beat the Patriots in Foxborough already this season.
That is true.
And the only team we haven't played is the Jags. Last time we played the Jags in the playoffs, fucking Blake Bortles scored 45 points on us. Blake Bortles, Ben. Blake Bortles put 45 points.
Blake Bortles was not a bad quarterback.
On defensive mastermind Mike Tomlin. 45 points. 45 points.
Blake Bortles was not a bad quarterback at all.
Whatever. He had an okay stint for like 3 years. Where's he at now?
Yeah, probably at home. I don't know.
Probably
I don't
at home.
keep tabs on him.
I don't either. But my 2 cents, I really don't know who's going to come out of this AFC.
How are you feeling about NFC?
I think the Panthers are going to win
Really?
a playoff game.
Okay.
Just one playoff game. Just one playoff game. I think the Panthers can win a playoff game. I love that Seattle has the number 1 seed in the home field advantage. I mean, Eagles, Seahawks, NFC Championship.
I can see it.
My only thing is I got to see Sam Darnold play in the playoffs. He played in the playoffs last year and he pooped his pants.
That's super true. But this is also a brand new team.
It is. I'm not knocking it. I don't know.
They have a lot of pieces to work with too. So,
give me the Eagles and the Seahawks in the NFC Championship, and I don't know, dude. I like Jalen Hurts in the playoffs. Regardless,
I
of what people
love
say.
Jalen Hurts. Period.
Now I don't know if I like Kevin Patullo in the playoffs.
That's
my problem.
the only reason that I worry about this Super Bowl run.
I mean, the Seahawks defense is good, but I also just,
the Eagles defense.
The Eagles defense is now all healthy and like
rested, healthy and rested.
Like, well, and I just like their mentality when it comes to like playoffs.
Oh yeah, dude. Hungry dogs run faster, man.
I just enjoy it.
It's hard not to like the Eagles in the playoffs.
All right, I'll just give you my championship games. I'm going to give you the Seahawks and the Eagles for the NFC Championship, and I'm going to give you. Oh my God, Jim! I don't know. Steelers, Jags, AFC Championship. Book it.
Book it. Book it.
I said it.
Book it.
I said it.
Knock on wood right now. Oh man. Well, with that,
shit. I don't know.
I think that's the end of the episode, Phillips.
I'm nervous.
Well, do you have any closing statements?
Go Birds. Here we go, Steelers. I'll see you at home on Monday night.
See you at
Bring
the Super
me
Bowl,
CJ
brother.
Stroud.
Oh, also,
CJ Stroud.
NFL schedule got announced, and we're going to be playing each other next year.
Oh, dude, I know. I was really hoping it was going to be in Pittsburgh. So
Me
we can go see
too.
that game.
2028,
so,
man.
We've gone to Philly the past 2 times.
Yeah, I think the 2020 season really messed all that up because I think we should be in Pittsburgh this year, but
that's what I thought.
So
we
yeah, but 2028.
Philly the last 2 times.
2028.
So like, or we can just go to Philly. We'll see what we're doing then.
Let's talk about that after we finish this recording.
Let's put it on the back burner right now.
I like
Let's
that.
See.
I like that a lot.
See what we're doing.
All right. Well, with that, thank you guys for listening. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok. Is that it?
I don't listen. I never listen to you.
That's
when you do
it.
this, dude. I just
YouTube. YouTube.
I just trust that you're going to do it right.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Well, thank you all. We will see you next week for the official start of the NFL playoffs and see if we got anything right.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Until then, stay loud, stay proud. We'll see you on game day.
Aaron Rodgers is not dead yet.
He's surely alive.